Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do something that I said I would do maybe even 3 videos back. So I'm going to be using my avocado and spice A4 size sketchbook, and what I've done so far, which I have already showed you in a previous video, is this little autumn picture. I did this one, which is spring, and I'm hoping you can see the Pebeo Cern relief on there. So that's like a dandelion clock for spring. I've done this one for summer, these little, I don't know, almost like little fuchsia buds, I suppose, and some gold Pebeo Cern relief. So that one was for summer. Then I did, and I do still love the colours on this one, which was for autumn, and I used the copper Pebeo Cern relief for this one. But I need to do the winter one. So today, get my pad in view properly, I'm going to be doing the winter one. And I'm going to be using, you've seen this before, I'm going to be using this palette that I've put all of my handmade watercolours in, because that's the paints that I'm using in this particular sketchbook. I've got my water ready. Let's just move those up a bit so that you can see them a bit better. Good. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing, and I'm using, what am I using? A size 12 round. So I'm going to start by getting like a little square in here, and I'm going to use this Virgo colour, which is by Tiny Clouds, if any of you are interested. But maybe it's kind of like would it be lavender, I think, possibly, or Daniel Smith. Could be something like that. So I need a little bit of a square shape, and this is just my background picture. I'm also going to use, what shall I use? Oh, I think I might use some indigo maybe. That's by Deep Light. So to get a darker colour in here as well. And obviously I want them all, I want it all to merge. I love doing these backgrounds, they're so calming. It's really lovely to see what happens. I'm going to do some splats. Because I really want everything to bubble up. And do I need another colour? Should we put a really dark, maybe juniper, a dark green in here? Just some little bits of dark green like you would find in winter, but I want it to feel quite sort of cool and cold colours. There. So I'm now going to dry that off. Oh, let me see what's happening there. Let's see what happens if I change my light source. we still get... it's the shine on the page. Once I've dried that off, you can see everything's kind of wet and moving. Once I dry that off, you'll be able to see that a little bit better, hopefully. Okay, so I have now dried that off, and hopefully you can now see that a little bit better. Look, this is what I love about watercolour, and I love doing these backgrounds. So that was 3 colours. It was Virgo by Tiny Clouds, it was Indigo by Deep Deep Light, and Juniper by Deep Deep Light. I am now going to use... Where are you? There you are. I'm now going to use my Carbon Platinum fountain pen, and I'm going to get some twigs in here. Twigs, branches, not sure what we are going to call them, coming from different directions, because obviously I want everything to look kind of stark and bare. And I think I'm also going to use my white Uniball, Signo Uniball pen, and I think we will add some like frosty bits. So I'm just going roughly over some of these dark branches, and I'm also adding some to give it that kind of frosty feel. And then I want to use this Pebeo Cern Relief. So I just need to check that that's going to work properly on any old piece of paper. Oh yes, that's going to work nicely. So maybe we can just get the odd leaf hanging on, maybe that one hanging off the end. Just to give this, let's try and get one in that dark area. Like so. Maybe a bigger one here. I do love this Cern Relief. And maybe we could even hint at some little berries of some kind. By having some little blobs. Doing that thing that I always mention where the eye will complete things for us. It will make it into a complete picture. For those of you that are interested, Gestalt psychology. How are we doing? Do we need something over here? Let's get a really big one in here. These little I don't really know what I would call these. Perhaps they're mood squares, could we call them that? I'm going to call this one winter. I just need to get my Food A pen, because that's what I've been using to write at the bottom here. Oh, I'll put autumn and it's winter. Oh, I'm so sad about that. Okay. Let's put winter here. And we will find something to stick over that. Do any of you do things like that? I quite often ask you, don't I? Do you do that? Anyway, here we go. Very, very simple, these little squares. But look how effective they are. And I just think that any of these would be brilliant if you like making your own cards. You know, if you've got a nice card and it's got this Pebeo Cern relief on it. I think they're lovely. And I guess what I should have done for all of them, so maybe that's something that I'll go back and do, is on the opposite page here, because I'm only using one side of this sketchbook because the paper is actually quite thin, and if I bring it out, you can see it kind of wrinkles on. So I'm just going to use one side, and on the other side I'm going to make a note of the materials that I use, the paints, the pens, etc. So I'm going to go back and do that for all 4 seasons. But I just think that it's rather a nice, calming, if you've only got a few minutes, look, what are we, 12 minutes in on this video, you know, 10-12 minutes doing something, and then maybe further down the line you've got a birthday card or a card or a you know, happy, I don't know, whatever, happy something, happy because it's you day, you know, so simple but so effective and very, very calming. And don't do what I did and write the right thing underneath. Oh, what am I like? What am I like? Do you think it's because it's getting so close to Christmas and my head's full of all sorts of other things, possibly? Anyway, I hope you quite like that idea as something really nifty and calming to do. I'm going to leave it there. This is quite a short video. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to get done sort of over the next week, really, between now and next Wednesday. So it might go a little bit quiet, but it depends. If I get anything really yummy and arty for Christmas, then I might well share that with you. But in the meantime, have a very good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and stay well.